After fueling up with a giant breakfast and taking a much-needed coffee pit stop, we were finally set to explore the wonders of Dunedin. Our taxi driver, Mr. Happy, drove us through Dunedin's historical town, and it was a really fascinating blend of old and new architecture.
First up was Tunnel Beach. The walk down to the beach gave us some epic views. The ocean, the cliffs, and the sheer power of nature was quite remarkable.
Wisely, I chose to enjoy the view from halfway down Tunnel Beach. You know, someone had to supervise and enjoy the comedic parade of tourists navigating that path.
And who can forget that sea lion? It was lounging on that beach like a boss. Talk about living the dream.
The drive along the Otago Peninsula out to the Albatross Sanctuary was breathtaking. Each turn offered a new, stunning vista. Truly a paradise if you are just driving along the road or if you're a photographer.
Being cheapskates, at the Albatross Sanctuary we decided to buy gifts instead of pay to go in, but this was not a bad thing because we discovered seagull chicks. Who knew that they were so cute, speckled and fluffy? Who needs albatrosses when you have these guys, right?
The next stop was the Botanical Gardens, and it was a total highlight of the day.
So peaceful and vibrant, the most amazing shades of green. I can just imagine lounging there with a really good book, a picnic blanket, beautiful blue skies, a light breeze, perhaps a cheeky glass of wine.
It was like stepping into a complete rainbow of all of the flowers and plants of the world. The diversity was just so incredible. All the different gardens, from tropical, rose, herb, cacti, and even a fern gully garden.
Perfection. And just like that, our day came to a close. Dunedin, you really captured our hearts. Until we meet again. Waking up to the moody, overcast mountains of Picton was quite the sight. Land of the Great White Cloud was living up to its name. Our only option from Shakespeare Bay was a shuttle into town, and given the drizzle, walking was not tempting anyway.
Good call on skipping the walk.
We stumbled upon the Edwin Fox Museum. What better way to spend time off our ship than learning about another ship? The Edwin Fox, a vessel with a past as colourful as any seafaring tale. Convicts, troops, and even refrigeration pioneers. After immersing ourselves in maritime history, we grabbed a little coffee at the Seabreeze Cafe and Bar. Then, despite the hopeful glances from my companions due to the drizzle and illness, it was time for kayaking.
Oh, the joy of kayaking in the drizzle.
Dale and I, let's just say our double kayaking experience was collaborative.
Collaborative is one word for it.
Despite a few just around the corner moments for the benefits of Simon's tender, blistered hands, we managed to navigate the beautiful waters in one piece, even in the rain. It was a workout, but oh so worth it.
Nothing like a bit of exercise to appreciate dry land.
A quick stroll around town and then it was back to the ship. Picton, you were beautiful. What a day. Only topped by sailing out of Picton at sunset through the Queen Charlotte Sound, which was absolutely spectacular and mesmerising.
Stepping off the ship in Auckland, we were right in the heart of the city. It felt a bit like Melbourne with its walkable streets, street art, and inviting alleyways. We spent the morning just taking it all in, browsing shops for those perfect take-home gifts.
Hunting for gifts is an important job.
We didn't mind the slower morning because we knew the afternoon was going to kick it up a notch. Lunchtime rolled around and we hopped on a ferry to Waiheke Island. Waiheke Island was where we zip-lined across the landscape with amazing views over the inlet and over the Waiheke forest floor.
The views were so beautiful. You could see the forest, the vineyards, and even the city in the distance.
The final part of the tour was a guided 45-minute walk through the forest.
The guide's information certainly made that 45 minutes go by quickly, and we learned a lot about some of the local trees and plants.
Our ride? A Nissan Micra, a masterpiece of automotive engineering, perfect for some rally driving.
Rally driving in a Micra? Sure.
First up, coffee. Found a great spot thanks to a quick consultation with Dr. Google. The Micra though wasn't as impressive. Gutless with a screeching aircon belt. It wasn't made for 4 people fresh off a cruise.
But it got us to Rotorua somehow.
In Rotorua, Simon swore the smell wasn't him.
Easy.
And then the duck tour. Our guide, Nada, lived up to his name. Hilarious and full of jokes.
So everybody say hi to the police officer on the right hand side here. Yay! I'm not breaking the speed limit, sir.
Raced our rally car Micra to the redwood forest. Walking 10 metres above the forest floor among these giants, planted in 1901, was breathtaking.
It was like stepping into another world.
Racing back to Tauranga, we narrowly made the last shuttle.
And despite Dale's rally driving efforts, we all lived to survive another day.
Another incredible day in New Zealand checked off.
Our Bay of Islands adventure kicked off with a bit of a twist. Instead of simply walking off the ship, we had to get a water shuttle. The shuttle was a really nice little journey all of its own. Once we landed at Waitangi, we decided to take the short walk into the town of Paihia. It was a really beautiful and quiet walk along the shoreline. And of course, a cafe was conveniently along the way.
A cafe at every port has become practically tradition for us.
The town of Paihia was very quaint and just a treasure trove of adorable little souvenir shops and a great market. Beth snagged some gorgeous necklaces. After dragging everyone through every single shop, I think, in Paihia, Beth and I decided to do something different, and we did some paddleboarding along the shoreline. It was so much fun.
Dale and I, however, decided to support the local economy and grabbed a beer at the pub around the corner.
By 4 o'clock, we were already back on board. The shorter stay, but still a lot of fun.